Imagine the rolling green hills of southwest England, a landscape that seems untouched by time. Nestled among these ancient mounds is a quiet, unassuming graveyard, its weathered headstones dating back to the year 1111. For centuries, it was a place of eternal rest, a symbol of peace and tranquility for the small village nearby. But one day, that peace was shattered forever. It began without warning. A sound, a terrible, gut-wrenching noise that ripped through the quiet air. It wasn't a scream, not exactly. It was something deeper, more primal, a sound of pure, unadulterated anguish that seemed to echo from the very earth itself. Villagers, startled from their evening routines, peered out of their windows, their faces pale with a mixture of fear and confusion. What could make such a sound? Where was it coming from? The noise seemed to emanate from the direction of the old graveyard, but no one dared to investigate. After a few agonizing minutes, it stopped as suddenly as it had begun, leaving an even deeper, more unnerving silence in its wake. The next Sunday, as dusk settled over the hills, it happened again. The same agonizing cry, the same chilling duration, the same abrupt end. Week after week, month after month, for years, the village was held captive by this terrifying Sunday night ritual. Fear became a part of their lives. Parents would hurry their children indoors, doors would be bolted, and a collective breath would be held, waiting for the inevitable sound. As time went on, the legend grew. People started reporting sightings. They called it the figure. It was a tall, shadowy form, seen moving just beyond the ancient stone wall of the graveyard. It would pace back and forth, a silent sentinel on the perimeter, its movements slow and deliberate. Strangely, no one ever saw it cross the threshold into the graveyard itself. It seemed bound to the outside, forever circling the sacred ground but never entering. Who was it? What did it want? Was it connected to the horrifying sound? The villagers whispered theories in hushed tones. Some said it was the spirit of a restless soul, someone buried outside the consecrated ground, forever denied entry. Others believed it was a guardian, a spectral protector of the graves within, its cry a warning to any who might disturb the dead. The stories swirled, each one darker and more unsettling than the last, weaving a tapestry of folklore around the haunted graveyard. The phenomenon drew attention from beyond the small village. Paranormal investigators, skeptics, and curious thrill seekers made the pilgrimage, armed with cameras, audio recorders, and a thirst for answers. They would set up their equipment, waiting patiently through the quiet evenings. And every Sunday, like clockwork, their devices would capture the same inexplicable, soul-crushing sound. Yet, every investigation ended the same way, with a wealth of chilling evidence, but no logical explanation. The sound waves didn't match any known animal or mechanical source. Thermal cameras picked up no heat signatures. The figure remained elusive, a fleeting shadow that defied capture on film, always just at the edge of perception. The mystery only deepened, cementing the graveyard's reputation as one of the most haunted places in England. The village, once known for its picturesque beauty, was now famous for its ghost. Then came the final Sunday. The evening was unusually still, the air thick with anticipation. The villagers went through their now familiar routine, securing their homes, their hearts pounding a little faster than usual. Right on schedule, the sound began, but this time, something was different. It was more frantic, more desperate, reaching a fever pitch of agony that felt like a final, desperate plea. It held for what felt like an eternity, a single, sustained note of pure terror that seemed to shake the very foundations of the village. And then, in the middle of the cry, it was cut short. Not faded, but sliced off as if a switch had been flipped. An absolute, deafening silence fell over the landscape. The villagers waited and waited, but the sound did not return. The silence was more terrifying than the noise had ever been. The next morning, a hesitant group of villagers, led by the local constable, cautiously approached the graveyard. The air was still and cold. They walked the perimeter, following the path the figure was said to patrol. And that's when they saw it. Splatters and streaks of a dark, reddish-brown substance stained the grass and the ancient stones of the wall. It was unmistakable blood. The stains were scattered all around the graveyard's edge. In the very places the shadowy entity was seen pacing, a frantic search began. They scoured every inch of the surrounding fields and woods, expecting to find a body, an animal, anything that could explain the scene. But there was nothing, no victim, no attacker, no weapon. Just the blood, slowly drying under the morning sun, and a profound, unanswered question. The noise never returned. The Sunday night ritual that had plagued the village for years was over. The figure was never seen again. The mystery of the haunted graveyard remains one of England's most chilling unsolved cases. What happened on that final night? Was the tormented spirit finally silenced, or did it meet an even more terrible fate? Did the supernatural forces clash at the graveyard's edge? Or was there a more earthly, though no less horrifying, explanation that was simply never found? To this day, the villagers can only speculate. The rolling hills of southwest England keep their secrets, and the ancient graveyard, now quiet once more, holds a story that no one will ever truly understand. Thanks for watching. If you're fascinated by the unexplained, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories from the shadows.